Good morning, students. Welcome you in my class. Okay, today we are discussing snapshots. Second chapter. The name of the chapter is The Address. This chapter is written by Marga Minko. Okay, so let's talk about the author. Okay, a little description. I'm little bit describing you about the author. Marga Minko is a Dutch journalist and a writer. She has written many stories related to the war. Okay, so this story is also about a girl's feelings, okay, after war. So if we talk about the chapter, the chapter's story is a touching account of a girl who goes in search of her mother's belonging after the Second World War in Holland. But even after finding what she so much wanted to touch, to see, to feel and remember, she leaves everything behind, as it could not bring her dead mother back. She decides to move on and live with only memories of the former time. The address, till she visited that place, lost its value, and girl realized that it could get her nothing but pain. Okay, so this story is about the human predicament that follows the pre-war and the post-war period. Okay, the human behavior before war and after war. It shows how during the war Mrs. Darling, a non-Jewish, takes all the belongings of Mrs. S, mother of narrator. After the war, when narrator goes to the same place at Mrs. Darling's home to take back her mother's belonging, Mrs. Darling showed no sympathy to her and didn't allow the girl to enter the home. She seemed like a woman who didn't have any human emotions, so the war leaves the world desolated. So this is the ultimate theme, that how the human behavior changed, okay, after war. Okay, how human predicament that follows the pre-war and the post-war. You can quote Mrs. Darling's example here. If we talk about characters in the story, there are three main characters. Narrator, who is the daughter of Mrs. S, okay, who goes back to Holland after war when she found everything is normal. Then she goes to Holland back, okay, to get her mother's belonging back. And the second main character is Mrs. S, narrator's mother. She was a very simple lady who could not see the manipulating and fraudulent nature of Mrs. Darling, her acquaintance. And if we talk about the third character, Mrs. Darling, okay, she is a main. She is also a main character. She is non-Jewish and rich lady. She possessed a cunning personality. Throughout the chapter, we talk about the cunning personality of Mrs. Darling. So let's start the summary of the chapter. Summary. First point is Mrs. Darling's indifferent attitude towards narrator. Okay, first of all, in the story, we found the narrator decided to go back to Holland to take after war. When she found everything became normal, okay, she decided to go back to the same place that they left during war. Okay, so why she decided to go there? Because she wanted to get her mother's belonging back. So this is the opening point or opening paragraph of the book, that the narrator knocked at the door of a house, but the door was opened only up. Okay, when she knocked the door was open but a little bit. She asked the owner if she knew her. The narrator told her that But the owner of the house, who was the owner of the house? Narrator came to the door of Mrs. Darling, okay, and said, I am the daughter of Mrs. S. But the owner, Mrs. Darling, denied knowing her. Mrs. Darling's face gave absolutely no sign of recognition, and she kept staring at her without speaking any word. The narrator thought perhaps she was mistaken. She had rung the wrong bell. Then the narrator got a glimpse of her mother's green knitted cardigan, which Mrs. Darling was wearing. Okay, then narrator noticed that narrator noticed Mrs. Darling's cardigan, green cardigan. Narrator remembered that cardigan was her mother's cardigan. Okay, this confirmed to her that she had reached the correct address. But Mrs. Darling excused herself by saying that she could not talk to the girl that day because she had to go outside for some work and she should come again later. Okay, then she told narrator to come and meet her again later. Then she shamelessly closed the door. Okay, then Mrs. Darling shamelessly, she didn't allow narrator to come inside the home. Okay, instead she shamelessly closed the door. Narrator stood there for some time. She felt that somebody was watching her from the bay window. Okay, then move to the next point. Narrators remember what her mother had told her. After this refusal, the narrator walked back to the station thinking about her mother. Her mother had given her Mrs. Darling's address years ago. It had been in the first half of the war. The narrator's mother told her about Mrs. Darling. The narrator mother, okay, told narrator about Mrs. Darling. Okay, what she told her? That Mrs. Darling was an old acquaintance of Mrs. S. Mrs. S also informed her that every time when Mrs. Darling came, she took something home with her. Why Mrs. Darling did this? Okay, she wanted to save all good things, as a narrator mother not be able to save all good and costly things if they had to leave suddenly, because that time was a pre-war time, or during the first year of the war. Okay, so that's why Mrs. Darling, by saying that she's able to save all the good things. Okay, because she's not supposed to leave that place. Okay, but Mrs. S supposed to leave that place after war or in the war, so that's why they had to leave suddenly. So that's why they could not be able to save all the good and costly things themselves. So that's why Mrs. Darling took all the mother's costly belongings to keep safe with her. Third point is first encounter of narrator with Mrs. Darling. Now the narrator arrived at the station without having paid much attention to the things on the way. She was walking in her familiar places again for the first time since the war. She didn't want to upset herself with the sight of the streets and the houses full of memories from a previous time. In the train, she remembered that first time when she had seen Mrs. Darling. It was the morning after the day her mother had told her about. Mrs. Darling, who was wearing a brown coat and shapeless hat. The narrator had asked from her mother if she lived far away, as she was carrying a heavy suitcase. Then her mother told her that she was an old acquaintance she was the old acquaintance and lived at number 46 Marconi Street. This address is very important. Just note it down. Number 46 Marconi Street. Narrator was reluctant to see the family's old belonging. The narrator had remembered the address but waited a long time to go there. Initially, after the war was over, she was not interested in all their belongings lying with Mrs. Darling. She was afraid to see the things that had belonged to her dead mother. She didn't want to see their belongings lying in Mrs. Darling's house, packed in boxes and cupboards, and needing to be put back in their old places again. Initially, she didn't want to take all these belongings, okay, because all these belongings, she thought all these belongings reminded her mother, okay, so it would be painful for her. She was scared that the things might make her very nostalgic. Okay, उसको क्या बना देंगी? Nostalgic बना देंगी, sad बना देंगी. But gradually her life became normal again. But after the war, her life became normal again. And one day she became curious to know about all the possessions. Okay, and she was curious to know, to get all the belongings of her mother. जब things normal हो गई वॉर के बाद, वो पूरी तरह से अच्छे से वो गर्ल जो है सेटल डाउन हो गई, तो उसे लगा कि नहीं, उसे अपनी थिंग्स को वापस लाना चाहिए, उन्हें देखना चाहिए, छूना चाहिए, ओके, जो कि उसकी फैमिली से रिलेटेड थी, उसकी मदर से रिलेटेड थी. Revisited Mrs. Darling's home. After her first visit did not yield any result, she decided to visit a second time. This time, a girl of about 15 opened the door as her mother was not at home. And she told, okay, now when the narrator revisited Mrs. Darling's home, okay, at that time, Mrs. Darling's daughter, who was 15-year-old girl, opened the door because her mother was not at home. The narrator asked about Mrs. Darling. At that time, she was not at home. Narrator followed the girl along the passage. She noticed an old-fashioned iron candle holder which they never used. Okay, first of all, when she was entering the house, okay, at that time she noticed an iron candle holder that belongs to narrator's family, जिसे वो कभी भी यूज नहीं करते थे. They went into living room. Okay, with that girl, narrator went to the living room. The narrator was horrified. Okay, जैसे ही वो living room में enter करती है, she felt horrified. She was horrified because she found herself in the midst of their old belongings. Okay, because जैसे वो enter करती है, she found वहाँ जितनी भी चीजें पड़ी है, वो सब किसकी हैं? उनकी अपनी है, नैरेटर की और उसकी मदर की है, नैरेटर की फैमिली की है. बट दे ऑप्रेस्ड हर. ओके, बट उन सारी चीजों को देख के उसे बहुत ऑप्रेशन फील होता है, बहुत सैड फील होती है. एज दे वर केप्ट इन अ स्ट्रेंज सराउंडिंग एंड इन अ वेरी टेस्टलेस मैनर. क्यों परेशान होती है? बिकॉज वो जो थिंग्स हैं वो बहुत ही टेस्टलेस मैनर्स, एक तो डिफरेंट सराउंडिंग में है, उनके अपने घर में नहीं है, किसी दूसरे के घर में है, एंड सेकेंडली बहुत ही टेस्टलेस मैनर से जो है वो रखी हुई हैं, केप्ट की हुई हैं. She was hurt to see her family's belonging lying in a tasteless way with ugly furniture and muggy smell. The tablecloth, the silver cutlery, and even the apple tray, tin plate, all belonged to her family, all belonged to narrator's family. She was keenly observing the girl. She was keenly observing Mrs. Darling's daughter, who had a broad back similar to that of Mrs. Darling. That girl took out teacups and poured tea or prepared tea for narrator. All these things belong to the narrator's family. Narrators also found a burn mark on the tablecloth, and this made her unhappy. This made her depressed. She found her silver things, silver cutlery set also there in Mrs. Darling's home. The narrator's final resolution. The narrator decided that she could not stay there anymore. The address was correct, but the narrator didn't want to remember it anymore. She felt that the objects were linked to, or the belongings were linked to a memory of a time which no longer existed. Okay, these belongings are related to the past life. They had lost their value in the strange surrounding. Okay, or strange surrounding में हैं, that's why those belongings lost their value. In the last, she comforted herself. Okay, वो अपने आप को comfort करते हुए सोच रही है by thinking that her present house was too small to accommodate all the old stuff. Okay, उसने अपने आप को कंफर्ट किया कि नहीं, ये सारी बिलोंगिंग्स मैं नहीं लूंगी, बिकॉज उसका जो न्यू होम है वो बहुत ही ज्यादा छोटा है, उसमें ये सारी थिंग्स जो हैं अकोमोडेट नहीं कर पाएंगी. She left the house, leaving all her family belongings behind. Okay, without taking anything, any belonging of her mother, she left that address, she left that house. Okay, so this is all about the summary. In this, why the narrator got the idea for not taking any of her mother's belonging, because all that those belonging reminded her about her past time, which was very painful for her, and it also those things also lost their value in different surrounding. Okay, that's why she comforted herself that her new house was very small. Okay, was too small to accommodate all the old stuff. So that's why she left the house without taking any of the belonging. So this is all about the summary. I hope it will be cleared to you. Okay, if you have any problem, then you can ask me. Till then, just read out the text and practice. Have a nice day, students.